Well, good morning, everybody. We're here in Bakersfield, California on the 2013 model Sportster 72. And welcome to this week's Throwback Thursday. This week's topic is going to be very controversial. It is about arresting and deporting illegal aliens. Now, I want to make one thing clear up front. I am not a racist, never have been, never will be. But I had a job to do, so I did it. You broke the law, you got arrested. In most cases. Sometimes on little minor things I would give people a break. But let's get to the story. Illegal aliens. Did I arrest a lot of illegal aliens? Yes, I did. Did I specifically go out looking for illegal aliens? No, I didn't. We just ran the red light. Most of the time, the way I came into contact with illegal aliens was I'd get a radio call to go check out a suspicious vehicle or suspicious activity at a home in a residence. So I would show up at the parking lot of, say, Bonds or Safeway or something, and manager would say, you know, well, there's a suspicious vehicle that's been sitting out there all night long and they'd want it towed away. So I go to check the vehicle, you know, maybe like an old van or pickup truck with a camper or a U-Haul truck that they thought had been abandoned. And lo and behold, it would be full of illegal aliens. Now, I would just detain them, have dispatch call Border Patrol. Border Patrol would come out and take custody of all of them, take them to their processing center to be deported. Same thing would happen with the houses. We'd get there to a house that was supposedly abandoned or for sale or whatever. Go to check out what the suspicious activity was inside and find the place crammed with illegal aliens wall to wall. So we'd detain as many as we could, and then of course sometimes some would flee out the windows or out the back doors, because usually on those calls they only sent one officer. That's pretty hard to keep all that many people under control. But those that you did detain, you'd call Border Patrol, they'd come get them, they'd take them, process them, and deport them. Now today, everybody'd bitch and gripe and complain and say, oh, how could you be so mean, you're separating from their families. Well, I'm not the one separating them from their families, they are, they're responsible for it. They either left their families back home and illegally entered the USA, so in reality, we're sending them back to their families. Now, in the cases where their families have already been smuggled in and are living here undetected in the US, and we're deporting them back, yeah, we're keeping them from getting back together with their families, but that's not our fault. That's their fault for immigrating illegally. And there are legal ways of doing it. Now, the other way that I came into contact with illegal aliens was usually burglary calls, shoplifting calls, and auto theft calls. Because your illegal aliens would break into homes to get food, clothes, money, jewelry, guns, you know, whatever. And we'd catch them and arrest them for that crime. They would steal cars so they could travel north up to wherever they wanted to go to, and we'd catch them in a stolen vehicle without a license or insurance and arrest them for that. And then you'd have your shoplifters, so they get arrested for that. And usually shoplifting clothes or food. Did I feel bad about doing that? No, because I was doing my job, arresting criminals. In the past, the state had a program where people could enter the border from the south to come and work the fields and then return home when they were done. I don't know exactly what the state has going on now as a program for that. But the big problem was people stopped going back home. they stayed here. And then they decided that working in the fields wasn't good enough for them. So they started taking construction jobs and working in the restaurants and the hotel industry, taking jobs away from American citizens. Now a lot of you will say, oh, well, those are jobs people didn't want. No, that's not true. Working construction, restaurant jobs, hotel industry, that sort of thing, those are jobs people want. Of course, nobody wants to go out and do that back-breaking work out in the fields, picking crops. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to do that either. So then people say, well, what's the big deal about it? Well, the big deal about it is that in order for them to work, they have to have a Social Security number. So what do? They steal somebody's ID and use their Social Security number, which then causes that person lots of trouble. I had that happen to me when I was a teenager. Some guy in Texas used my Social Security number to work. Well, the IRS came after me for not reporting that income on my taxes and wanted me to pay the taxes on that income and was going to fine me and was threatening to jail me. And it took me 2 years to clear that whole mess up and keep from being arrested by the IRS and be fined by the IRS. So that right there tells you they do cause problems for other people by stealing their Social Security numbers. And of course they still do crime. Now today also, you've got your drug cartel gangbangers that have come north and basically taking over neighborhoods, dealing drugs, committing robberies, rapes, murders, all kinds of things. And then also lately they've gotten involved in the sex trade where they're basically kidnapping young women, lying to them about having good jobs in the restaurant or hotels, and then when they get here they instead get forced into the sex labor industry. And we all know how bad that is. So I am against illegal aliens of any race or nationality, but I do think we need a system that legally allows people to come here and work. And now then, if they want to, and I know you people are going to say, oh, well, we do. They can, apply for legal entry, visas, whatever, apply for citizenship. Yeah, that's all true, but most of them don't. They could. So I had my run-ins with illegal aliens, and I did arrest people for nothing more than just being here illegally, which most cities do not allow their departments to do anymore because of all the liberal BS. There are still some counties that allow their sheriff's department to arrest just for illegal, but most of them don't have time for that. They don't have time to go out to the farms and round up the illegal aliens. They're too busy arresting criminals and so forth. But if they're committing other crimes, they need to be arrested. And then when they're done spending their time, they need to be turned over to the Border Patrol and deported. And things have just gotten way out of hand because you got all these illegal aliens not working, not filing taxes, using stolen IDs, getting welfare and benefits, and it's just running our state into the hole. It's going to bankrupt us. There's probably a lot more stuff to say about this, but right now I can't think of what all I was going to say. So I'm going to just cut it off here. I hope you liked my little video. Make some comments. Maybe we can discuss things further in comments. And subscribe and come on back again next week. I'll see y'all then. Bye-bye.